Okay, hello everyone, and today I'm doing a different type of video than I normally do. This won't be a Let's Play, this is just me playing on ladder in Pokemon Sword and Shield Series 12. I'm not inherently great at VGC, but I'm not inherently bad either. So either way, I enjoy it. This is the team I'll be playing with. And actually, let me show you my set. Alright, so this is the team I'm running. Fairly standard. This team has gone through quite a bit of changes and tweaking throughout the last couple weeks. I mostly started this team so I could participate in the Cantonian bird events, or where they're giving the shiny versions of the Galarian Cantonian birds. That makes sense. Galarian Cantonian. And I originally built this around Groudon because I figured Groudon would be very good against Zacian, which is extremely popular right now in Series 12. Like, over half of the teams have that, and Incineroar, and Groudon happens to be good against both of them. My first set with Groudon was Precipice Blades, Rock Slide, I believe Heat Crash, and Protect. And through a bunch of iterations, I'm now trying White Herb with Precipice Blades, Iron Head, Fire Punch, and Rock Slide. And the goal is to maybe get some boosts from Dynamax and just use one of my main sources of damage output. We have two main support mons, but they can also dish out damage, being Whimsicott and Regieleki. Whimsicott is running max special, max speed to outspeed other Whimsicotts if they're not running max speed for some reason, or at least speed tie. With Energy Ball, because I found that grass seemed a lot more relevant on my team than fairy damage. So like opposing Groudon or Kyogres don't like being hit by Whimsicott. I used to run Grass Knot, except Groudon and Kyogre really like to Dynamax, and Grass Knot obviously doesn't do any damage if the opponent's Dynamax, because apparently you're too big to take damage, I guess. I don't know why they decided that. Regieleki is also here for speed control with Electro Web, just like Whimsicott's Tailwind. And Thunder is there for lots of damage in the rain. We got Protect, of course. Then we have Yveltal, which is the other restricted I decided to go with because Dark Flying happened to mesh really well coverage-wise with Groudon. Yveltal isn't really there for damage, although he does deal a decent amount of damage with Oblivion Wing, and even Snarl, actually. I used to run Dark Pulse and Heat Wave, but I replaced it with Snarl and Foul Play. Foul Play was doing just as much, if not more damage than Heat Wave, even in Sun, because of the doubles decrease in damage. And the only time it was super relevant was if Yveltal had either 2 speed boosts from Oblivion Wing or Tailwind, and Sun was up, then he was Dynamax, then he could take out a Zacian, but as it is right now, Zacian is too tanky to just take it out with a Heat Wave, so decided Foul Play was better since it does about 60% depending on their attack and defense investment. And the last two we have are Incineroar and Rillaboom. These two slots have changed the most throughout playing. I used to run Incineroar originally with Roar, actually, instead of Parting Shot, and instead of Throat Chop, I use Darkest Lariat for the extra damage. I like Throat Chop for opposing Incineroar. There is a little speed investment in Incineroar, so he can prevent Parting Shot from opposing Incineroar, and also Snarl from Yveltal. And those are the most relevant times Throat Chop comes in. But it's also just a good dark type damaging move, especially with Dark Aura. And Incineroar's Intimidate is just good. It's just good. Incineroar's good. He's used a lot for a reason. And then Rillaboom I found was better than what I was using originally, which was Venusaur to try and counter Kyogre. I did not originally realize how much damage Grassy Glide and Grassy Terrain did to Kyogre, but it basically always kills. It's ridiculous. So a little bit of learning to use the team with Rillaboom since he's the newest member to the team, but it's been decent, you know. I'm not the best, so I haven't done crazy well, made some misplays, but it's been fun and it's been a good team so far. I actually did make this team originally before Wolfie VGC made his team for Jaden Animations with her Yveltal Groudon, and my team's obviously different anyways. So I did originally pick this restricted before that one, but his team did help maybe tweak some things on mine. But I still run pretty different sets, so we're just going to hop right in here and see what we got for our first match. We got Groudon Zacian, which is a pretty strong duo. Incineroar, Gastrodon, Charizard, Grimmsnarl. So they're most likely going to bring Zacian, Groudon. They could lead with Charizard or Incineroar or Grimmsnarl, I think. And Groudon. So one of those three and Groudon, I'm thinking, is what they're going to lead with. They could also just not lead with Groudon and keep it in the back and go with Grimmsnarl, Charizard. In which case, I'm going to do Groudon, Whimsicott. I won't bring Regieleki here because of Groudon. Regieleki can't do anything to Groudon, so I don't want to be stuck with Regieleki. I'll bring Yveltal, and I'm thinking either Rillaboom or Incineroar. Incineroar is good because there's two physical attackers, being Incineroar and Groudon. Actually, they could bring both. Rillaboom would be okay against Groudon. Not great. So I think I'm going to go with Incineroar here. Let's see what they lead with. No Salt Bruce. So they actually went Charizard, which is a lead I was expecting, and Incineroar here instead of Grimmsnarl. Either works. We have the White Herb, which will help here. And I expect they're probably going to Dynamax and Wild Flare Whimsicott here. But we can Max Rockfall and Tailwind to outspeed their Charizard, since I run a little bit of speed. It's a Jolly Groudon with a little bit of speed. There's the Dynamax on the Charizard, which we were expecting. I notice a lot of Charizards still Dynamax in front of Groudon. I'm thinking they expect me to not Dynamax, but taking out their Dynamax this turn will be really strong. The sand will break Whimsicott's Focus Sash, but that's okay. They'll probably fake out Whimsicott, but that's okay. Nothing Whimsicott can do about that. Nothing wants to switch into that anyways, so but they lose their Dynamax, so I'll take a Charizard Whimsicott trade any day. Okay, we might want to go for some defense boosts now that I think almost all of their team is physical now at this point. We know their Incineroar isn't safety goggles since it took damage. I think Incineroar might be good here for fake out pressure and some Intimidate. Ah, there's Zacian. Now if I'm Zacian, I'm probably going to protect for fake out, I would assume. I think I'm still going to hit it with Steel Strike though to get a boost. And I'll fake out the Incineroar so it can't Parting Shot or anything. And that should cover for Zacian Protect. Oh, they withdrew. And went with Groudon. I'm not sure what they're expecting. Probably Fake Out to take Fake Out better. Which could mean they just don't have Protect, or they just don't want to take a Max Quake from Groudon. Okay, that's a defense boost, which we like. And we can go for Max Quake here, but the rest of their team is physical anyways. And I think a +2 defense is going to make my team so bulky, or my Groudon, that they just won't be able to remove it. Even Incineroar. So I think I'm going to do that and Throat Chop the Incin. And that should... Okay, they don't protect, which is good. And since I am running a little bit of speed, it looks like they're slow, bulky Groudon. Good information. Swords Dance isn't good, but... Ah, they got Parting Shot off. So their Incineroar either on the speed type or is faster. Which kind of sucks, but that's okay. Okay, so Groudon's pretty safe here. I'm assuming the opposing Groudon probably wants to try and get rid of my Incin, but they're slow, so I can go for Precipice Blades to take theirs out, and then Flare Blitz Zacian in case I miss. My other option is to switch to Yveltal, but they might make that prediction and Zacian could go into that Yveltal, and I don't want to take that damage. You know what? I'll just go Flare Blitz. See what happens. I forget about Secret Sword. Secret Sword's going to take me out either way because it ignores that defense boost. Looks like they're a bulky Zacian. But now Yveltal can come in here safely. Let's see, I think Groudon's at a -2 right now, maybe? Let's see, yeah, it's at a -2. Honestly, Precipice Blades, Oblivion Wing, and Incineroar might be the best play. And hope they either don't have or miss Play Rough. They had Play Rough. Nothing I could do about that, I guess. I'm not sure how much Sacred Sword would do. I should still live that fine. The issue is my -2. I'm not sure if that's going to take out Zacian or not. I'm not sure if I can live Incineroar. Flare Blitz. Okay, it does take out Zacian, so do we live Incineroar Flare Blitz? In Sun. That berry is really bad. I don't think we can win this now. Unfortunately. It was a good attempt. That's alright. You can't win them all. Yep, looks like they were running a bulky Zacian, which is why it took it so well the first time. Alright, we have a Palkia Zacian team here. I'm expecting Palkia to lead with either Porygon, could be strong, or maybe even Landorus. Because they have a ground type, we won't bring Regieleki here. We'll bring Whimsicott. Although we might bring Regieleki just because of the matchup with Palkia here, because of Eerie Impulse. Bring Yveltal, and then let's see, we can bring Incineroar for really like over half their team. I think is the right call here. Keep it in the back. They went Kartana and Porygon. So this could be a Dynamax Kartana potentially. I almost used Kartana on this team. I think we'll go, let's see. So I'm assuming they have Zacian Palkia in the back. And Groudon is probably my best Dynamax option here. So I think I'm just gonna straight up go for the Max Flare and then Electro Web. Not sure what Porygon's game plan here will be. I doubt it would want to do Trick Room, so it might just be going for damage with either Ice Beam, or it could be their Dynamax option. They could also switch to Palkia, which I didn't think about, so it's a good thing that they didn't. And this should outspeed Kartana and take it out, I imagine. Yep. Didn't have a Choice Scarf or anything. So that's one threat that's gone, which is good because it can do a pretty decent chunk. Ooh, Speed Swap. Interesting tech. I haven't seen that before, so I like that. I mean, I don't like it affecting me, but I like it. It's cool. So we got Palkia here. Because of the set I'm trying out now, I can't protect, and I assume this is going to be a Dynamax Palkia. So the only saving grace is the sun is up, but I'm going to have to definitely play Eerie Impulse and hope he doesn't Max Quick the Regieleki. My other option is to switch to Yveltal, but I think that would put me in a really bad spot if he decided to Max Geyser my Groudon. Groudon should live if he hit those, but... Imagine Regieleki's not as much as a threat, so I'm hoping they go for Groudon. Oh wow, that was a lot of damage. Okay, lower my attack. Smart. White Herb will proc here, but then I'll get the -2 on Palkia. Okay, so here, Regieleki's not doing much anymore for me. He already got the -2 on Palkia. I think I'm going to max Steel Spike onto Porygon and then switch into Yveltal to hopefully get a boost and... Yep, that's what I'm going to do. Yveltal should take that pretty okay. Yeah, there we go. We keep our Groudon. It's -1, but that's okay. Right? A little bit of damage on Porygon, not a lot, but the defense boost is really what we were after. This does mean we're back to baby form. Little baby. So we're gonna go Press with Blades here, and I think Snarl is probably the option. We could alternatively go for Oblivion Wing on Porygon. Which I think we might do. Pokemon might want to set Rain here. Ooh, Electro Web. Electro Web Speed Swap. It's just like a tankier Regieleki. It avoided the attack? Hold up, what? Oh, okay. I wasn't paying attention. I thought it said it avoided Oblivion Wing, which would mean it wasn't running Eviolite, which would be wild. It is. I just can't read. Spatial Ren's not very nice. Groudon does live it though. And Palkia avoids my attack. Oh my gosh, that's not good. Yeah, that potentially could have done enough to take it out. Or at least with a sucker punch. Not so much anymore. Huh. That's unfortunate. Go for that again, I think. Do we want Groudon to go down here? Well, we don't have speed control anymore. Well, we do with Regieleki. Do we switch out? I think I want to go to Ensign here, actually. I think I'm going to go for Sucker Punch and Fake Out. They might switch out, maybe? I don't know. Yes, to Zacian? Okay, this is big. This could be good. So Porygon recovers, that's fine. Get another drop on Porygon, which is good. Let's see how much damage this does outside of Sun. Oh man. We got rid of Zacian. Oh my god, that was a lot of damage, but that was kind of what Incineroar was here for. So I think that's okay. So what can Palkia do here? Palkia can protect, Porygon can go into Yveltal, maybe? Just in case we're going to Sucker Punch. Parting Shot. If Palkia protects, that would be bad. So, to Porygon, I guess? See how much damage that does. That's enough. Ensign should take this. Yep. Paralysis isn't great, but we do get Parting Shot off, and with Regieleki coming in, that should be game, I think. With all of their drops, I don't think they can live this, especially since it's 3-1, so they can't timer me out. I don't believe. See, what are they at? -2? Sure, we'll do -4. bar and crazy critical hit. This should be okay. Go for Thunder. Yep. Makes sense. Alright, so that one went a lot better than the last match. I think we're going to go one more game and yeah, see how this goes. I might do more of these if y'all are interested. I'll probably potentially do some coverage on the last event for Shiny Galarian Moltres. That should be fun. But yeah, I just felt like this would be fun to practice a little bit and make some content. So we got an interesting one with Lugia, Zacian, SF Ditto. So I'm assuming they're going to bring all three of those, right? And Ensign? I don't see why they would bring a Moongus. I'm not super scared of a Moongus. And I don't think they're going to bring Raichu, but just in case they do, I don't want to bring Regieleki. I think I will do Whimsicott Groudon, Yveltal, probably Ensign again. Rillaboom hasn't gotten a lot of attention, but he doesn't match up great against Zacian. Or really anything else on this team. Actually anything. He doesn't do well against anything on this team. So it's between Regieleki and Ensign. I think Ensign's going to be more useful here. Especially if they get, like, my Groudon copied, that would super suck. Alright, let's see what they lead with. Lugia, Raichu. They did bring Raichu. And we got a fancy shiny Raichu. Alright, I haven't played a lot against Lugia, but I imagine it might want to Dynamax for some speed? What I think I'm going to do is Dynamax Precipice, or Max Quake Raichu here, because nothing can switch into that. And I'm going to try to Tailwind, but I imagine I might get Fake Out from Raichu. Yep, that's Dynamax on, I'm assuming, Lugia? Could be Raichu. I've seen Dynamax Raichu. Okay. Yep, Dynamax Lugia. And I'm assuming going for boosts here. So they keep Raichu in. Maybe they went for the Fake Out on Groudon, which is why I Dynamaxed here. Didn't want to deal with that. Yep, into Whimsicott, which was expected. Max Airstream. Wow, Lugia is fast. Well, that's twice now. Whimsicott is just really not had a great day. Raichu with the Focus Sash. do get a boost, which is pretty strong. I'm thinking either Yveltal or Ensign, probably Yveltal here. And then we can just go for Snarl. And I think we're going to set the sand here and ignore Raichu, since we can with Snarl. That's allowed. See, what they could do is they could switch out Lugia into Zacian. And that would be really interesting. But they would lose their Dynamax. Doing a little bit of damage with Volt Switch, right? And is this going to be Zacian here? Ditto. Ooh, trying to get it restricted. Smart. Let's see. Ditto's not going to do a lot here, I don't think. They could go for, like, Rock Slide. Oh, interesting. It's weakness policy. Don't think I like that. I think we're gonna go for Max Steel Strike onto Lugia and then Snarl again? Because they don't have... Yeah, the thing... They probably go for Rock Slide, right? I'm okay with that, I think. Especially if I can get a defense boost. Does do a lot of damage with that +1. Not huge fan of that. They do move first. And I think Sand kills me this turn, which is not good. That was not what I was hoping for. What I could have done was foul play their Groudon. That would have been a lot of damage on Groudon instead of Snarl. We know their Groudon can't protect, so it'd be easy to fake out into there. We don't know what their Lugia has. Probably Aeroblast, some Psychic coverage, and I'm not sure what else. It could have Recover or Roost, right? And it could have Protect. I think we're going to fake out the Ditto and hope Lugia doesn't have a recovery move. Oh, Lugia has Recover. At least it's not Roost. If it was Roost, this wouldn't do as much damage. I'm gonna go for Precipice Blades and then Throat Chop Lugia. Hope that's enough. Luckily they won't get multi-scale, so that's good. I hope we don't get flinch. That would be really bad. And hope we hit. Okay, it connects. How much damage is that going to do? That's enough. Okay, so Lugia can't recover this off every turn, which is really good. Zacian is a threat, though. Especially if it has Secret Sword. We're gonna Precipice Blades, and then... Let's see, do we Throat Chop Lugia? I think we Flare Blitz Zacian. It can protect here, which would be really bad. They don't protect, which is good. And who's Zacian go to? Oh, they have Sacred Sword. So they doubled into Incineroar for some reason. Not sure why they would do that. Does it connect? How much is this going to do? Not enough. And the Sandstorm subsiding isn't great either, because that's a little bit of chip that won't happen on Lugia now. Let's see. I have a +1 in defense, +1 in special defense. But this isn't looking great. This isn't looking great at all. Especially with recover. Behemoth Blade. We should survive Behemoth Blade, so as long as Rocks connects, we're alright still. Yep. And that makes sense because they're clearly a little bulkier. Lugia avoided the attack, which is extremely bad. That's not what we wanted at all. Okay. Oh no, I forgot about Raichu. With fake out damage. Yep, I think they got us this time. Well, it was a good game. They can just Aeroblast again and win, so... Because I think it has 100% accuracy. It might be like 95, but yeah, they hit. Well, they had an interesting team, and their Lugia lasted the whole game, so... Should have been more careful with Yveltal, I think. And we might have done a little bit better. I think part of it was not respecting their Ditto enough. So I was able to get a lot of good chip damage onto Yveltal. But I think it's going to wrap it up for this short video. We went 1-2, which isn't fantastic, but it's better than losing all three. And we're here to make progress, not to be undefeated. So, since it's a newer team, there's still some kinks and stuff I might work out, but this has been fun. So if you enjoyed watching, do all that YouTube stuff, and until next time, take care, y'all.